Hello, good afternoon. The Lord wanted me to share one of my visions with you guys. Um, I had this dream 2 months before COVID came out, and it was around my birthday. Um, that okay, I was at this big place, um, on this hill, trying to get these patients up the hill to make sure they were safe. Um, and then I had for the we had a meeting or whatever on top of the hill, and I was trying to get these patients up the hill. Um, and then as I was going up this hill, I heard this beautiful trumpet play. Beautiful. I ain't never heard anything like this before in life, and it was like really pretty music. So, I guess we was coming back down the hill. So I was grabbing the patients, making sure they were safe, and getting them back down the hill. When I got down the hill, I started looking around like, what is going on? Because everybody was like asking, everybody was repenting, asking God to forgive them for their sins. Um, and as I just kept looking, and then I had looked down the hill, and there was these like no, when I came down the hill and after everybody was repenting, um, I seen this beautiful white horse. I mean, it was beautiful. It was a white horse, but it wasn't like the white that you see here on Earth. It was a beautiful white horse, and it was about as big as the the building that I was at. It was huge and it was beautiful, but it had the reflection of a rainbow. Oh my gosh, it was so gorgeous. And so God started touching people, and it was like they started lighting up like Christmas trees. And I was amazed, like looking at these people light up like Christmas trees on the streets or whatever. And then when he touched me, I felt his love, his protection, and his comfort so strongly. So strongly. I ain't never felt love or anything like that before in my life. So, um, after he touched me or whatever, then it was this helicopter said, it was 24 News that came like over the building or whatever, and it was like going around the building. And I took the patients down to the street area, and I had like two patients with me, and I um took them down on the street, and I was like, let's pray. I just grabbed their hands and said, let's pray. Somebody comes up behind me and tells me, um it's not time to pray yet. um God is going to do something through you for your daughter. And when I thought about it, I said, hold on, how did you know I had a daughter? And the person that just disappeared, I was like, oh wow. So we dropped our hands or whatever, and up in the building I heard my husband's voice. I'm like, what the heck? So I walked to the building, and I get to these stairs, and they're like broken. And Um, so I prayed and asked God. I said, I cannot get over these steps. That you're gonna have to help me get up, like, to get on these steps. So uh, he laid out this carpet, and when he laid out the carpet, he lifted the carpet up so I can walk on the carpet. And I walked all the way up into this room, and my husband was being like really disrespectful with these females. And I just yelled out, I want a divorce. And I walked out and shut the door behind me. And I wasn't even upset. Like, I wasn't even upset about the situation. I just shut the door, and the only thing that was on my mind was God's love, protection, and his comfort. Like, I knew I was safe in his hands. So it just amazes me. And I even prayed and asked God to put me back into that dream. That's how strong the love, the protection, and the comfort. I felt it so strongly. But man, God is amazing. He is amazing. Man, I truly am so excited about my relationship with him. He has been showing me some stuff. And before I get off of here, he okay for me to share my daughter's testimony. Me and my daughter's testimony. So, I get a dream about some boy was being really disrespectful to my daughter or whatever. And I was trying to get her out the building. And this dude comes with a gun and starts shooting at my daughter. And I just jumped right in front of her. And you can actually see the bullets coming our way, but nothing harmed us. So I said I had woke up because I was hysterical. I was really terrified. So I woke my husband up. I said, let's pray. We have to pray for my daughter. It was my oldest. I was like, we have to pray for my daughter. So we started praying for her that night. So I say I don't know if it was 2 years later after I had that dream. But I think it was this year. My daughter was being held by her will, by this dude. And I said, oh, heck no, I gotta go get my daughter. So he was being real abusive and stuff towards her. I was like, oh, heck no, I gotta go. I'm going to get my child. So I prayed about it, and I told God he gotta protect us, and I prayed for my daughter, and my husband, he went with me to go get my daughter. So when we get there, my daughter is at the hospital with bruises and stuff all over her face. She wanted to go get the phone. Her phone at the house she left, because she left her stuff, her phone and her purse. And I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. We can replace all that stuff. It's all material. But her and my husband insist of going back over there. So I took them back over there. Then I was on the phone with my daughter as she was, my husband was on the phone as she was going into this house. He started abusing her. I'm like, oh, heck no. So you know me, I'm a mother. I jumps out the car. I run and try to get my daughter. So I finally found my daughter, and we walking back to the car, and my husband getting out, making sure everything's okay. So my husband tells us to get in the car. Hurry up and get in the car. He said, hurry up and start it up. As soon as I hit the stop sign, the dude went back in the house, came out, and started shooting at us. And, and God protected us. Not one bullet hit my car. Not one of them. God protected us. Man, and he showed me ahead of time so I can go in prayer to keep us covered. Like, I absolutely love my relationship with the Lord. I do. He is my best friend. My best friend. I love him so very much. Like, I don't know how people can do without him, because I can't. I cannot. I need my Father. He's my best friend, and I absolutely love and adore him. He is amazing. Amazing. And I wouldn't change nothing in my life. I'm glad everything I went through it. I'm glad, because that's what brought me closer in a relationship with him. He has been my rock since day one. And I am so grateful. I am so grateful. And if you do not have a relationship with the Lord, please get into a relationship with him, because, man, he is my everything. Man, he will blow your mind. He will blow your mind. And he talks to you through messages, like sermons and stuff. He talks to me through sermons. He talks to me in my dreams. He talks to me through people. I mean, he talked to me through this lady that had Alzheimer's. Man, that was amazing. That I enjoyed it. Man, I enjoyed it. But God is amazing. He is. And if you don't believe that he is real, all you got to do is pray and ask him to reveal himself to you. Because he will. He is, man. I absolutely love my relationship with him. And I wouldn't change nothing in the world. And I don't care if who don't believe me. I don't. Do not care. Because he is real. He is real. He truly is. Jesus is real. He is real. Okay? So I absolutely love him. I do. All right. Well, God bless.